Welcome to Creative World. In this video, we will solve chapter 2 exercise problems from 2.6 to 2.9. While solving this problem, we will be using Kirchhoff's voltage law. Basic equation of Kirchhoff's voltage law is summation of all supplied voltage minus summation of all voltage drop inside a closed loop circuit is always equal to 0. And Ohm's law, according to Ohm's law, voltage across any resistance R is always equal to the product of current through that resistance and the value of resistance. We also will be using electrical power formula. Basic equations for the calculation of electrical power is provided here. P equal to V multiplied by I, or P equal to I square multiplied by R, or P equal to V square divided by R. Now move towards the problems. Exercise problem number 2.6. Find the value of Gx in given below figure if it dissipates 20 milliwatt power. This is the circuit diagram of given problem. We have to find the value of conductance labeled as Gx. Power dissipation through this conductance is also given, that is 20 milliwatt. In order to calculate the value of conductance Gx, first we should have the value of this resistance. Later on we can calculate the value of conductance from that resistance value. So first we will try to find the value of this resistance. Current inside this closed loop circuit is given, that is 12 milliampere, and this current is flowing in clockwise direction. According to the direction of current, mark the polarity notation across this resistance. Current entering terminal is taken with positive sign and current leaving terminal is taken with negative sign. Now use power formula to calculate the value of resistance. P equal to I square multiplied by R. In this equation we know the value of power and current. Power is 20 milliwatt and current is 12 milliampere. Enter the known values inside this equation. P equal to 20 milliwatt and I is equal to 12 milliampere. Now in order to calculate the value of Rx, divide on both sides with 12 milliampere. Solve this equation to calculate the value of Rx, that is 138.88 ohm. We have calculated the value of this resistance. Now we can calculate its conductance. We know that the conductance of any material is inversely proportional to the resistance of that material. Gx is equal to 1 divided by Rx. Place the value of Rx inside this equation and solve it to calculate the value of Gx, that is 0.0072 Siemens, and it can be written as 7.2 millisiemens. Move towards the next problem 2.7. Find the power dissipated by lamp in given below figure. This is the circuit diagram of given problem. We have to calculate the power consumed by this lamp. In this circuit, first we will specify the direction of current. We are taking the direction of current clockwise. According to this assumed direction, make polarity notations across all elements inside this circuit. This terminal of battery is positive and this terminal of battery is negative. Similar case with this battery. And now assign the polarity notation across lamp. Current entering terminal is taken with positive sign and current leaving terminal is taken with negative sign. Label voltage across this lamp as V. Now in order to calculate the value of V across this lamp, we will use Kirchhoff's voltage law. Basic equation of Kirchhoff's voltage law is summation of all supplied voltage minus summation of all voltage drop is equal to 0. Apply KVL inside this closed loop circuit. We will start from this cell. Current entering terminal is negative, so voltage across this cell will be taken with minus sign, minus 1.5 volt. Similar case will be with this cell, minus 1.5 volt, because current is entering from negative terminal. And voltage across this lamp will be taken with positive sign because current entering terminal is positive. This minus 1.5 and minus 1.5 will add together to form minus 3 volt. Now in order to calculate value of V, place this minus 3 on the other hand side of equal. So the value of V is 3 volt. Now we have found the voltage across this lamp. Resistance of lamp is already provided in question, so we can calculate its power using power formula, that is P equal to V square divided by R. Enter the values inside this equation. V is equal to 3 volt and the value of resistance is 1 ohm. Take the square of 3, it will become 9 watt. So lamp inside the circuit is consuming 9 watt power. Move towards the problem 2.8. Find the power supplied by battery if each lamp draws 3 ampere in given below figure. In this figure, two lamps are connected across 12 volt battery and both are connected in parallel connection. Each lamp draws 3 ampere current. So we have to calculate the accumulative power supplied by battery. In this scenario, current drawn by a single lamp is provided. Voltage across this lamp is also provided, that is 12 volt. So we can use power basic formula P equal to V multiplied by I to calculate the power of an individual lamp. Power of single lamp will be P equal to V multiplied by I. Voltage is 12 volt and current is 3 ampere. Multiply 12 with 3. Power consumed by a single lamp is 36 watt. Both lamps are drawing 3 ampere and both have same potential across them due to parallel connection. So the other lamp will also consuming 36 watt of power. So the accumulative power that is being supplied through this battery will be sum of both powers, that is 72 watt. This battery is supplying 72 watt power. Move towards the next problem 2.9. Read the scenario. Many years ago, a string of Christmas tree lights was manufactured in the form shown in figure 2.9a. Today, the lights are manufactured as shown in figure 2.9b. Is there a good reason for this change? In figure 2.9a, the bulbs are connected in series connection, while in figure 2.9b, the bulbs are connected in parallel connection. In figure 2.9a, Christmas lights are connected in series. If any bulb inside this series connected string damage or burn, all string will stop working due to the property of series connection. Because in series connection, current have only one path to pass, and if this path opens, the rest of bulbs will have no current through them and they will stop working. While in figure 2.9b, bulbs are connected in parallel to overcome this issue, the issue which we were facing in series connection. In this case, if any bulb damage or burn, it will not affect the working of other bulbs. They will still glowing. For the justification of this answer, I have made a simulation video and posted the link of that video into the description. You may visit that link to see the video. So these were chapter 2 exercise problems from 2.6 to 2.9. Thank you. See you again in next video.